Well, hello, everybody. I'm very excited to be here with the leaders of Major Key, Arturo and Lane Seleme, two of my favorites. And they are rocking in a beautiful studio there that they put together. So, Arturo and Lane, welcome to the interview.
Hey,
Thanks.
thanks for having us, brother.
So, tell us a little bit about kind of Major Key, like how long you guys individually have been in real estate, how long the team's been together, a little bit of kind of the team history.
So we've been a team since beginning of 2018.
Well, you guys have been a team longer than that, but your
Yeah.
real estate
Yeah.
team.
A long time. Don't ask that question, brother.
So the
No
real estate
restructuring
team,
this team.
real estate team's been together since 2018.
Yeah, we've done a little bit of rebranding over the years, but we've been Major Key for at least 5.
Mhm.
The team's run by Arturo and myself, and then we've got a Samson mentor on our team, William Restrepo, who's like our right-hand man and keeps the ship running.
He's next to take charge for sure. It's just in the growth platform. We want to make sure we offer an opportunity for growth for everyone here. So definitely another face that isn't in the video today, but if you join us, you'll get to meet him. Yeah, we got licensed, 2016, been in production since then. Realize I'm great at helping people, realize she's great at helping me help people. And look at that, agents need this. It's something that we thrive at, and it's natural for us. And it's something that we like sharing resources, tools, and that's how the team organically kind of came to be. From there, as far as production, don't ask me about numbers. I'm a high I, if you couldn't tell, more than I am a C. That's her.
So in 2024, we did over 52 million in volume, and
awesome.
lifetime is over 231 million.
That's awesome.
growing.
Great stuff. How many team members are you guys up to currently?
Right now we're at 26. A lot of our agents are part-time or dual career. So I would say about 8 of them are full-time in the office a lot.
Okay.
And I hate the stigma that comes with the part-time or dual career, because you'd be shocked to find out that one of our best performing agents here is dual career with a 9-to-5 commitment. And yet
Right.
somehow he's able to sell $15-20 million a year because of the leverage that he has with the team. So it's a negative stigma for you to say, hey, how many people are on your team? I'd like to make sure people know that we're not one of those 25 agents of 25 people doing 25 million each. We're a systemized structure based on what you need, where you're at, and how fast you want to go.
Sure.
Yeah, what-
Sure.
Put in our team is what you get out.
100%.
For sure.
100%.
Excellent. And what's your home office kind of area that you guys mostly work in?
The large office of the year, Alexandria. I'm gonna put that out there. We are central to, at least I operate, all of my deals are Virginia. I'm not licensed in DC and Maryland, but our team does operate centrally out of this hub. This is where the studio is. This is where home base is. Our panels, our writers, lock boxes. If we do a team meeting in person, it's just central to a lot of people for DC, Maryland, and Virginia. That being said, there's nowhere we can't operate out of because we are virtual. We have virtual team meetings every Thursday. So it's not a mandate for you to be here. And actually, we're about to switch that too. So let me retract that. I think we're going to go to Tuesday's team meetings because Samson has so many awesome programs and they happen to fall on that Thursday.
Sorry.
So it all is based on how Samson's actually helped us grow. So thank you, by the way.
Thank you. So you kind of answered this, but when you're looking for new team members, it sounds like you've got kind of the full gamut, but do you have any minimum qualifications or time? I know you do full-time and part-time, but if somebody's out there watching this, is there anything that like kind of is a minimum qualification? And then what are you looking for? Not just business qualifications, but also like characteristics of a new Major Key team member.
So we don't really have any minimum qualifications. You can come to us brand new, just licensed, we've got agents on our team that have been in the business for 20 plus years. So I think there isn't really a minimum qualification. What we're looking for is more of a personality fit. And our team is low accountability, but that doesn't mean no accountability. But it does require you to be accountable to yourself and motivated. We have so many resources and a huge tech stack and so many opportunities for you to leverage your time. But if you're not plugging in, you're not going to see the benefits of that. And
I could define it in 2 things. Real estate knowledge aside, everyone was new. I was new at one point. If somebody would have said, no, we don't work with new people, where would I be today? Who the heck knows? So you never want to discredit anything. But when you're looking for traits in a person, as far as a realtor, drive and intelligence. Those are the 2 things I could summarize it. Drive to get up and do the things that you don't want to do in the morning, which is, hey, that's a job. And the intelligence to say, hey, what I did yesterday didn't work. Let's try to adapt that. After a certain amount of time, you have to know that running your head into that wall is not the same thing you should be doing every day. Try go under, try go over, try go around, try blowing it up, try doing something different. That's the intelligence factor that A lot of people will admit that they say they have it, but learning how to do that in this industry instead of being stuck in one way is a hard thing to sniff out and a hard thing to actually expand on. So if there's two things we're looking for, those are it. It doesn't have to be even licensed. We're bringing on one of our newest licensees. He's literally just hung his license for the first time anywhere here at Samson. So round up, we got to teach you everything. That's A-okay. That's what we're here for.
Excellent.
If I add a couple things onto that, we're very fun. We're a fun team. We're very laid back.
Loud.
So it needs to be a good personality fit, but we're also really big on ethics and compliance. And providing really high level of service to our sellers and buyers. So if you're not kosher with that, it's not going to.
I'll say this again and again on video. There's no commission check that will ever be worth my license and how I provide for my family and how I sustain my life. So ethics is number one as well, as far as culture goes.
Love that. So let's talk a second about lead generation within the team and split structure. So some teams are, hey, you do your own stuff and we provide support, and there's a split structure for that. Some provide leads. Like, kind of what's your plan for team members as far as the how you partner together with them in their business, to make that hand in glove fit? And then if you don't, as much as you want to share as far as what does that commission split look like as part of the Major Key team? Are there different levels to that?
So we have two tiers. We have a platinum tier, which is 4 million in the past 12 months in volume, or 8 closed deals. And that's 80-20 on listings, 20 to the team, 80% to you. And that 20% covers a lot of expenses. We cover lock boxes, panels, marketing, photography,
brochures, writers, everything that you need. It's hands off of you.
Yeah. And then 85-15 for buyers. And then our silver tier is very similar. It's still 85-15 for buyers, but it is 75-25 on listings.
So just 5% more on listings. And we feel like we want to work to bring those splits down. That's our goal as agents within our own team. We want to make as much money as possible. And as we work collectively, it doesn't require that big of a split to actually pay for the systems that are rendered. What we share is CRMs, all the technology stack, Ring Central, panels, writers, brochures, directionals. And that ties into the lead generation model that we have. We're not going to go out of our way to pay for $20,000 in leads a month. We'd love to, but the team that you have to run is a little bit different. At that point in structure, we didn't want to go down that route. We wanted to go down a route and say, hey, we know 80% of the book of business plus for every realtor will come from their own sphere. Let's support that first, then we add on to that structure. So now what we do is we share resources, and something that's different for us. All the directionals, the writers, and everything have one number. The beauty is that one number rings all of our phones at any given point in time. Something like that's Ring Central. That is a self-generated lead. If you answer the phone call on a Sunday, we consider that you taking time out of your day to pick up a phone, an opportunity, because I couldn't do it by myself. I sure couldn't do it for 25 other people. And that's you see how I caught myself there?
Yeah, that was good.
JD, I did that one for you. That's why I want to make sure people understand that we're not going to sit here and tell you the reason that you're going to become rich and famous, if that's what you want, is because Major Key has the leads and thousands of transactions for you. Collectively, we have thousands of people we market to. And residually, what happens is there's more marketing happening because there's 10 people rocking one name. So if that's the case, inbound phone calls, inbound prospect, inbound leads, we're trying to distribute those based on who wants them. We have agents on our team that said, I don't want to work with weirdos or strangers or random people I don't know.
Right.
More power to you. You have clarity with what you want. That's awesome. That's what we're here to help do too.
We don't currently have a lead spend. It's definitely in our long-term goals, but we've built this business completely on Sphere and referral leads, and we're very proud of that. And it seems to be working really well.
I love that. What are the differentiators? I mean, I think that, I know you guys provide a lot of transaction support, kind of on that back end, and you kind of provide a lot of the riders and the signs, and you got kind of front end marketing, some back end support. What differentiators or tools have you not been able to kind of talk about that I think help make Major Key a little bit different than other teams, other than just both your winning personalities?
Our team culture is amazing. We're truly a family. We hang out together outside of work when there's time for that. Not in this market right now, but we genuinely care for each other. And because our team is so spread out geographically, there's always someone willing to help. If you've got a listing down in Culpeper, but you live in Alexandria, somebody down south is going to be able to put out those directionals and put on that lockbox for you, so you don't have to take an extra trip. And those kinds of things. And the conversations we have in our team chat about contract questions or what would you do in this situation, and the support that you get from not just your team leaders and our mentor, but each other is really amazing.
I'm going to second that with technology. If anybody knows me, Donnie, if anybody's seen me, I carry cameras, I carry gears, I have gimbals, I have drones, I have,
whenever I'm around Arturo, I got to know that I'm almost always going to be on camera at some point.
Teleprompters, I got studio lights. This is the studio that Donnie and the rest of Samson's also helped us. And sorry, making everybody dizzy there. But yeah, that's one thing we're trying to do is make a in-house system for agents based on what we need. One thing we need is photography, marketing, video, branding. If we can bring those costs drastically down, instead of $350 a video, if we can make it closer to $100, $50 a video, how much more exposure could you get? That's the next rabbit hole, the next wheel that we're actually trying to spin at full speed right now. So that's the next technology stack. I would say that kind of sets us apart.
I love it. I love it.
You agree?
Yeah. And the TC support.
Yeah.
Without that,
I don't want to toot my own horn for sure, but
without that, guys, you can't enable the next.
I'm going to toot it for you.
Pull that one.
Truly alleviates so much time from our agents being stuck behind a computer and trying to figure out systems that they're not
proficient at.
Yeah.
Well, that's one reason you can have newer or dual career or lower producing agents maybe that want to get to that next level. Is the best way to get there is to, sometimes the biggest thing is the paperwork and the stuff that roadblocks people. You know, they're like, I don't even want to get a listing because I don't know how to do it, you know, or I don't know how to do the paperwork on this buyer. That's you, you know. But if you have Lane and you have that great support, because I know you even have people that help you, like, now you have this empowerment to be like, well, I can go meet that client. I can go help them buy. I can go help them list, because I'm going to know what to do with it when I get the opportunity. I've got somebody to help me through, get me to the finish line, you know. So I think that's why it's so valuable. All right, last 60 seconds. Anything about Major Key that you want to make sure the world out there is watching that might want to consider calling you and joining your team? What did we miss? I think we've hit on a lot of great things about your culture and all the tools and the family atmosphere you bring, but what else am I missing?
We definitely want to encourage people to know that when you come here, we want you to cause growth as well for yourself and or for others if possible. I think one of the best fits, and I will tie this back into what you said earlier, if we had an ideal recruit, I love other mentors or other people who have ambitions to build teams. There's no reason we can't build a team within a team. The structure that we have is here to support you, and working with those like-minded people actually helps not only us, but the people under us as far as production-wise, alleviates time, leverage. So that's kind of the weird thing about us. We've had conversations within our own agents, our own team on our agents. If you're interested in growing a team within a team, specifically here at Major Key with leverage, that's the kind of conversation we want to be open to having, and know that you're not stuck here in one position, one role the whole way through. We want to make sure that we're not, and I'm not saying I'm not the smartest person in the room, but we want to make sure we're not the only people having ideas in that room and having the ability to grow. What I love is the freedom and flexibility. This market changes every, 6 months for us. I still don't know what the market's going to do 6 months from now. So the beauty is, if we have other people that are willing to contribute, we're willing to listen and actually cause growth on that end. I would say that's for us.
That's what I was going to say, is that we're really open to feedback, and constant and never ending improvement is how we've gotten this far and where we continue to grow in our goals. And so once you come on the team, we've got systems and we have processes and we have policies and protocol, just like any good organization does, but we're always open to ideas and feedback and suggestions and what's working and what's not working and how do we make it better.
Very malleable.
Love it.
That's for sure.
Love it. Well, Arturo and Lane are great. Major Key is turning into a force. I think they're a great family atmosphere. So if you're out there looking for a team and something to plug into that you really be a part of something, I think they're a great call. So thank you, Arturo and Lane. And
powered by Samson and Cardinal.
Samson Properties. And we will see you all soon. Thanks, guys.
Thank you, guys.